Okay, so today is Friday, the 4th of October, and we're gonna start this training here again with Leonida. So this right here, first of all, I'm logged into your 1s54.com
Okay.
dashboard. This, I think I probably told you that before. Don't pay attention to that because every time you come back, you'll see it again. So it's nothing to do with us. It's just there and it's annoying, but just don't worry about that. Okay, so we already covered the uh, site identity or site title. So I see you have it. So anyway, yeah, come back up. This is fine. Leonese Haven. Perfect. All right, so you are an online community, and we're so glad you. We are so glad to welcome you to our online community. So I already modified this for you in the first video that we did, or whenever we did this. But
Yeah, I think I modified some of it to the bottom, but not all.
okay, so here's what I want you to see, and I'm gonna put this in on my list of links for you. All right, so what your site was when you first started here is 1F16. Okay, so if you don't know if something needs to be changed or something, and you can't remember if you changed it, you can look at what it was originally by
Yeah,
going to
yes, yes.
1F16. All right, so
One F
I'm
16.
gonna put this on that email
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
creating for you right now. That's what I'm saying. So I'll say uh F16, and then it'll turn into a link where you can just click it once I send it on email. All right, so that's the first one. All right, now
Oh, I'm
I
lost.
want to show you
Oh my.
your online community system. Usually I put in a marker when I leave off someplace.
Is that your website?
No, this is
Rory's?
Rory's.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's Rory's. In fact, I'm going to turn that off right. Well, I'll keep it there for now. I was see. You can always tell if you're logged in because you see this highly Anita. All right. So if
Okay.
you're not logged into your website, see 1S1654, sorry, 1S54.com. You are here with our online community. Okay. And it originally said, welcome to your online community. Get ready to be impressed. So that was because the focus key phrase is online community.
Mhm.
And you may not have remembered that, but that's what that's from. So when you're modifying this,
I need to modify that too?
well, you're going to modify the whole website. And it's
Oh.
going to start out slow.
Oh.
That's what you're doing. And you're going to start out slow and you're going to get faster and faster because you'll understand how this goes.
Mhm.
Do you see my group chat on WhatsApp? You used
Mm,
to.
no.
You used to have that.
Okay. I look
As
for.
you were logging on to my study hall, I have a records of who came, and when a couple months or a month or so ago, you logged on to the study hall.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay, so anyway, that's not this. That's something different. Okay, at any rate, let's don't get too far off track here. So we need to modify this. There's two posts on your home page.
Yeah, the top. Yeah.
And this is the top post. And where you know where it ends is, so it's on your home, and I'm going to show you that in a second, is the date here, right? So
Mhm.
June 9th, we changed the date because that's not what it originally said. But anyway, that's fine. And then this is the benefits for you as a part of this online community. And then,
I have to modify that too, right?
yeah, we want to
Okay.
modify this. And this is what I'm going to show you next, is
Okay.
where you see Rory showing you how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to close off 1F15 right now because we don't need it. And I'm going to just realize that 1F15 is that. All right, so now we're going to go to, we are going to go to that page, but not just yet. So this is the main training page right here.
Mhm.
All right, so Control C this, and I'm going to go to the email that I'm creating, and then RRR 247 main training. And then I'll put a colon, and I'll put this here. All right, now what we're going to do is take a look at this RRR training. So the first thing was to read the book, and you did that. Okay, and then you enrolled in his newsletter. Are you receiving the newsletters from Rory?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, so that's done. And then third was the Facebook thing. You can do that, or if you did, great. So then as you're scrolling down here, you come to step one, and this is really what I want to show you. But what I do need to emphasize here is after you finish this on step one, you're going to come back here. All right. And then you're going to come back to this RRR page, the main training page, and you're going to go for step two. Okay. So this is where the bulk of the setup for an education begins. Follow that before you continue. Oh, this, he's talking about step one there. Okay. So that's before you continue to step 2 through 15 below. Okay. So please go to step through as your instructor asks you. Do not skip ahead. And people do that and they get lost. All right, so just you're going to come back to this, but not for a while. I just want you to realize that there's a lot of step-by-steps in here that we go through. This really here, step 2 is session 2. And I need to get you through session 1 before we can get to session 2, because you're going to be modifying these pages that are all connected to these different affiliates here. And so first things first, right? So then you're going to come here. Congratulations, this is a huge step to complete. Now it's time to get to step 3. And step 3, after you complete your modifications and 1 and 2, then you're going to modify the category pages. Okay, so let me briefly explain the categories again, just because we're making a recording.
Can you hold on? I'll just answer this phone. Oh, okay. That's all right.
All right. You know what? I need to speak up a little bit because I want the recording to be able
All right.
for you
Okay.
to
She
hear.
hang up.
Okay. So I'm going to go back here and just go through this category thing here again. All right. So we have these 2 menu systems, and one is for mobile and desktop, and that's what you're looking at here. When you go to 1S54 on your phone, it won't look like this because you will not have this list of menu here. So these are category pages, and right now we're showing you the home. See how it's highlighted in gray there? That shows you where we're looking. So this is the home page, and the 2 posts appear on your home page. And they're here. That first one stops there, and the second one is down there. And that's it. 2 posts on your home page. You're going to modify those one time. And
Yeah, I did, but it's not everything. I only modified the second paragraph.
oh yeah, you have to go down through the whole thing because
Yeah.
the reason is one of the multiple streams of income that we get from this program is Google AdSense. Okay, so what that means is when just like I closed when we were on 1F16, a Google ad popped up and I had to close it. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but Google pays us to put ads on our website. And that's what we're after here. They're not gonna, they call it scraped content. So they don't even want you to copy your own words to another page of your website. They
Mm,
want you to write fresh content. And so in the beginning, what you're doing is rewriting what's there. And if you take a look at that link I posted today, I showed yesterday on my study hall how to um, create a page from scratch. It's a little bit too advanced for you at this moment,
mm, mm,
but it can be done pretty easily. And I did it in the video is 40 minutes long. So it took us 40 minutes to create a whole page the way I showed it. At any rate, what I'm going to do next is describe the categories. So each one of these are a category. This is arts and entertainment. This is beauty and cosmetics. And in these different categories, we have sub items. Well, it's a category page is like a index in a book. In other words, when you open a book, it'll have an index that is a list of the different chapters. Well, in our case, it's a list of the different offers within that category. So on our category pages, now I'm going to click on arts and entertainment and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So each one of these that appear here, so we have this is the construction of a category page. Don't get
mm,
confused. Category pages are different than offer pages. All
mm,
right. So on a category page, you have an opening paragraph that describes the category and says a little bit something about it. All right. And then you have this constructed this way. So entertaining gifts and supplies is the first offer that's within arts and entertainment. So you
mm,
can read, and there's a short paragraph here, just like in an index in a book would be a description of that chapter. And we have this that's talking about this offer. And then in the beginning of this, we have a link that'll take them to the offer. And we have at the end of the paragraph, we have another link that'll take them to that particular offer that
mm.
this paragraph and this link is about. Okay, then on the next one, we have another offer, and this is nutrient dense beef. And there's
How do you do that?
how
How do
you
you link it?
okay,
Because
okay.
when you press it, that you're linked to that offer. But if you, I don't know how to how to know how to link that.
Yeah, and we did go over that, and
Okay.
we were trying to do that on the Villa Vita pages. I'm just right now describing and I'm going to do it again and record it here for you so
Okay.
you can
Okay.
understand how this works. But basically, this is called an internal link. So I will click on it. Well, let's
Mm-hmm.
just go down through here before I click on one of these, and
Mm-hmm.
because it overwrites and it does not open in a new tab when we go from one of our pages to another one of our pages, including from our category to our offer. All right. So this paragraph is talking about this nutrient dense beef offer. The next paragraph here is talking about the website. So,
Mm-hmm.
part of what we do is affiliate marketing here, and we grow our teams when we sign up other people through this offer. So this paragraph talks about this offer. All right, and then right now we're all in this category, arts and entertainment. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so I'm just going down through here, and here's the last offer that you have on your arts and entertainment category page is wine magic, and it's basically the wine exclusive wine membership program that we have. Okay, and so that'll take them to that offer. Now, you don't, and then you have a closing or a concluding paragraph. That's the construct of a category page, and that's what Google likes. And so that's what they approve, and we partner with Google, and
Mm-hmm.
they give us money when we do this correctly, or they send us money, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give it to us. We have to get people on our website and have them click, and then hopefully they'll click on one of the ads that's there. And so just real quickly, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I go to my website and I have the Google ads on mine, all right, and it's a little different because I started this 5 years old. ago, but I do have it just in a different order. I have my home. I could change it if I wanted to, but I like it like this. So on my website, I go to my arts and entertainment category page, and Google pops up an ad. Now, if somebody clicked on this ad, I can't click on my own ads, but I'll make $1 or two, or and my website is 2V97. So you know what? I should do that too. I'll put that in my list of links for you, and I'll tell you that it's mine. So here's my arts and entertainment category page.
Mm.
And as you go down, see Google puts an ad here, and they tailor the ad for two reasons. One is what the page is written around or about by the focus keywords, and that's something that you'll understand as you go through the modifying process. Okay, so and then I have the list of the things that are on my website, that I'm highlighting on this. So I do need to fix this. It's not exactly what I want. Need to do some work on my website, but you can see the ads here, right? So
Who are
that's
putting the ads?
what
Who are putting the ads? The ads.
Google
Who are
Google puts this ad.
Oh, okay.
Once I have Google AdSense, and
AdSense.
they'll put a different ad. You'll open my web page, you'll see a different ad than I see. This is
Mm,
called Google AdSense.
mm,
Okay, and we want to get that um, revenue stream, because when you're doing everything and building your website and marketing your website and driving traffic to your website, Google will tailor these ads to the reader.
mm,
And then so if somebody's searching for a particular item, then when they're on your page, they'll that something about that item may very likely show up, and then that so that'll entice them to click the ad. Does that make sense?
mhm,
Okay, but AdSense is a revenue stream. All right,
mm,
so
mm,
we want to get that on there. And that's the initial goal here. So like I say, my home page looks like this. And it's different. I modified it from what it was when I first started, right? But see, Google even puts ads on my home page. So those are GoDaddy. That's a see, it's the ad is based on what this is written around. So this is the
mm,
best blogging system for beginners that I wrote this post on. And so hosting is part of having a website. So their GoDaddy is trying to sell hosting to somebody that would be looking at this and thinking to get going and blogging. So they tailor the ads. They're always different. That's the point. But they're not going to put ads like here's an ad for vending machines, right? Discover related topics, more about and this is not me. These are all Google things here. And the reason
mm,
is, if you scroll down here, I was in the vending machine business, so I wrote an article about the vending machine business,
mm,
and so then they tailor that ad. See here, oh wait, where was it? Right here, the vending machine business. So this keyword gives them the idea that, hey, if somebody's looking for this, then we're going to put these ads on there. Um, custom challenge. So it's basically like work from home type of thing. At any rate, that's my website, and I will give you the as part of this, because you might want to go and look and see what I did when you're working on something. So you 1F16 will be the copy of what you had, and 2V97 will be my website. So we're creating this email for you. So
mm.
I 1F16, I think it'd probably be better to put it here before the training. So you don't have to look at it, but just in case. Okay, so we'll put that there. Now you're going to have a link for the original copy and mine and the first main training. Okay, so we're going to go back to this main training thing here. Now that you realize that there's more that you're going to do once you finish step one here, I'm going to go over this step one. So when you click on step one right here, it opens a new tab, because this is its own training. Forget about this one now. You just close that off. You don't need it. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it on our email. And this is step 1. Okay, and I'm going to put that there. All right, so you can get there a couple of ways. You could go there by going to the first one and clicking on step 1, or you can just go directly to it by clicking that link that I put in that email, step 1. I labeled it step 1, so it should be easy to find right here. It'll be right here, master. So it's rrr247.com/master. The other one is rrr247.com/rrr. So right now we don't need to worry about the rest of that main training. What we want to concentrate is on this right here. Okay, so there's a lot of information, and I show people the videos that are on here, and it seems like they don't bother to digest this information sometimes. So we need to kind of go through this and read this, because everything starts here, right? Starts here. So, performance blogging. And this first, second, third is helpful information on this program. So you do want to try and take a look at this. So session 1, we went through this when you very first got started. All right. And then secrets explained, and this is session number 2. So you're welcome right here in the beginning to digest this information. Just get a good feel for, I'm going to go ahead and click on it and I'll show you session 2. There's a video here, but it's mostly around the business model. Okay. So I'm not going to digress and go off onto a tangent on that, but it's to help people understand how this all comes together to make money doing this. Okay. So once you have completed session 2 with your instructor, you will continue through session 1 below. Okay, so from the bottom, complete this before continuing to step 2. Okay, and onward. All right, so go ahead and have a look at this, and you let me know when you're ready. But I'm going to show you what to do here to get going on your modifying, because yeah. So you will be doing this with your instructor and follow email capture on your email capture for your PBS. This is along with the translation widgets. We've already done that. And brain food referral tracking link. These are the different links that you're going to be working on after we get through the brain food referral tracking, parent account, brain food, online community member. So these are all part of the vortex, and that's what comes in session 2, is the vortex. So why he's more or less explaining what to expect. That's not really telling you what we're doing right now. So what we're doing right now is this part right here. PBS initial setup part 2. Setting up your Google Docs for your backing up your PBS. Okay, and this is a short video right here. It's 16 minutes long.
We've done that. We are done with the translation.
He's going to redo this training because it is kind of out of sequence.
This is
and Rory is kind of hard to understand.
All right.
So let me just go ahead and explain what he's showing you. So I have my page that I created yesterday, and I need to back it up anyway. So I'll show you how to do this on this recording. Okay, and then the name of the seed oils are bad for us. All right, so seed oils are bad for us. This is, wait a minute.
Very rich.
How come it, yeah, there you go. Something wrong with, it's probably because I'm on the server. It's a brand new page. I haven't added it to my category page yet. But I digress here with that training thing. I did want to finish this part about the category. So as long as you understand that the category page is different than an offer page, then what I want to
Yeah,
explain,
yeah.
what
Okay.
I want to explain to you here before I go too far into that is how to do the backup, which he's going to talk about in that first video on the
Mm,
investor
mm.
page. What I want to explain to you is when you look at your website on your phone, you're going to see this for a menu, not this. Okay,
No, I know it's a block and
so
there.
you see this,
Uh,
and if you click on arts and entertainment, it doesn't go to the category page. It opens up the whatever we have highlighted under that category. So these highlighted links here, those are things that we really want to emphasize. Our
mm,
main navigation is on the actual category page for everything that we have within, because we're limited to what we can put here. We can't put everything on our website here. So for that reason, every one of these categories has an all things arts and entertainment in this case. The next category is beauty and cosmetics. It starts out with an all things beauty and cosmetics. Okay, so when you get to category pages, you actually have two category pages. All right, all things category page, and I'm going to explain why that is. So this menu, if you're looking at your phone, this is what they see, this menu here. They click on that and they get this, and they click on arts and entertainment, and it opens the list below. And now they have a way to read all the categories. So the all things category page is basically the same thing as you have for your category page, arts and entertainment. And it's so somebody can open the category page from their
cell phone
cell phone or mobile, we call that,
from
because it could
mobile.
be a
Okay,
tablet.
from the mobile.
So it displays, yes, you got it. So basically, this page, if you look closely, and then you go to the actual arts and entertainment category, I can do it from this menu here. It's almost identical to what would, and be honest with you, it is identical, but even Google doesn't even, they want you to use different words even though it's the same offers. So for now, just realize that there's two category pages for each category. One is labeled all things, that whatever that category might be. That's what I was trying to get at. And it's because of the mobile being different than the desktop. All right. So we have this all things, and most people will realize, oh, let's see what's in all things category, and then they
Mm,
click on it, and then they see everything that we have, and mobile Google likes this navigation. Okay, so that was what I wanted to cover about category pages. Now, he's going to show you how to do a backup. And this is, I created this page yesterday on my Zoom training, and I did not get to the backup portion of it. So I should go ahead and back it up, and I'll show you exactly how we do this. It's very simple. So when you open up a new tab and log into your correct, see, this is not I have two Gmails open right now at one time. So you need to tell that by this. You hover over this icon here, and it'll show you what email you're actually on. So I want to change this to my business Gmail, which is this one here. So all I got to do is click that, and now this profile shows up. Okay, so it shows me my email that's the correct one. So I know by looking at this icon here, I have a picture on one and a letter on the other, so it's easy for me to spot. You know what I'm saying? But you got to hover over that and make sure you're in the right profile,
email.
because your Google Gmails come with this suite, and the suite is these 9 dots. So we have many things here. Your Google Calendar and your Drive is what I'm getting ready to do. YouTube, your Gmail, but this Gmail is connected to this profile. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah.
So is this Drive. Everything on this Google here
Is
is for this profile. And you have
okay.
the exact same thing because you have two Gmail accounts.
Yeah.
All right. So don't let yourself get confused about that. You need to make sure you know which Google account you're in when you're doing this, or
Okay.
else you'll be putting information on the wrong thing. Then when you go to look for it, you'll
Okay.
you'll lose track of what you did and it won't make
Mhm.
sense. So anyway, I mean, I'm not going to go too much further into that. Just that's my point. Make sure you're in your right email.
Okay.
And then you're going to click on Drive. Now you're going to see you won't have all these folders because I've created these over the years I've been doing it. But you see, I created a folder here for my backups, and he shows this in that 16-minute video, how to set up these folders. So inside a folder, you'll make a folder, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second.
Where is that 16-minute video? Where is that?
Okay, that's on this step 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
okay.
step 1. And that's right here, this first video. And this is the 16:52 minute video. All right, so I'm basically doing a supplement to what you're going to see here so that further clarification, because I know what's coming. And so then, I want to try and clarify it before you get to it. But anyway, so you're going to create, now I believe I did this with you and I did it in my other Gmail account. So let me just check and see. Anyway, well, let me do mine because I was going to back up my page anyway. So inside my 2V97 folder that I created, I have a list of all the different categories. All right, so arts and entertainment. Oh, I haven't really decided what category I'm going to put seed oils in, but I'm going to decide right now. And my seed oils is going to go in my cooking, food, and wine. Okay. So I have a folder for each one of these labels. You'll create a folder inside your drive for each one of these category labels. Arts and
Yeah.
entertainment, beauty and cosmetics, blockchain innovation, clothing and apparel.
Mm,
And then
mm.
you're going to put your backups inside those folders. And
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to do that. This is my dog. Shh. Quiet. I can't close the door because then they want to get in. They're scratching at the door and blah blah blah. But anyway, I have the same thing that you're gonna create in here, and I'll show you how to create a folder in just a minute.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm gonna put it in my cooking, food, and wine. And so I have to double click this. Now realize I'm inside my Google Drive. This is on the cloud, not on your computer. Riley, stop that. Okay, so these are my other backups that I have. Now, I'm no longer going to be a folder. I'm now going to be a document. All right, so I need to create a document to save that information. So the way I do that is I come over here to new. And if I were going to create a new folder, I would just click here, new folder, but I'm not. Right now, I'm going to click a new document. So Riley, stop that. Lay down. Stop that. Lay down. Sorry, Leonida. Okay, so click new and I get this new document. All right, now I need to save the information from my seed oils right here.
Seed.
You don't have this.
Oh.
This is a page I created yesterday in
Okay.
my
Okay.
study hall. I have not backed it up yet. So I'm going to show you how you would do that if it were you backing up one of your pages. So you'll open up your folder, your drive, and then you'll open up your folder for that, whatever category that is that you're working on, the page. And then you're going to create a document inside that folder. So I showed you that, but I'll show you again. Here's my drive. And then I have 2V97 folder. I double click it, opens it. And then I have a list of folders for every category on my website. And so I'm going to put the document that I created yesterday in my category, cooking, food, and wine. So I double click this open. And now, right now, it's going to say untitled, this document, but it's there because I created it by clicking on new and then clicking on Google Docs and right here, blank document. Okay. So you can actually create one from a template if you wanted to, but I didn't do that. At any rate, that's what I did. So now I go down here to you because it alphabetizes it. And I should see one here that says untitled document. Well, it's not really. I haven't done anything. Oh, if I refresh this, it'll work. Watch this. So this is my untitled document right here. So when I refresh this, it'll come up down here as untitled document. UV. Interesting. Cooking food and wine. Interesting. Did I do it wrong? Let me try this again. New. Make sure you're in the right folder when you create the blank document.
It's a-
I'll just close this one off and look for that later. All right, so now it should be here, untitled document. But maybe because I haven't put anything on it, that's probably why. All right, so anyway, now I'm going to back up my seed oils right here. So the way you do that is you need a little bit of information, and this is what he shows you. So you click on edit page. This is after you finish modifying your pages. You don't need to back up what Rory has. You just back up your work so that if something catastrophic happens, you can recreate it from this information I'm going to show you how to save. All right. So the
You
first
you
thing,
back up everything, all the what I have modified,
yes.
whole thing. Okay.
Yes, and that's why you want to set this up so that once you do this, now just realize, I know it sounds like it's, oh, that's a large thing to do, but not really. As long as you move forward, eventually, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Every
Yeah.
day you take more steps, you get closer to your goal. And it's the same thing here. Once you finish it, you don't have to keep going back. It's done. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't worry about that and move on to the next thing. But that's how you have to approach this, one step at a time. Otherwise, you won't get anywhere, which has been the problem. So we need the title. All right. So we're going to click inside. This is the title box. And I click in there and then I highlight it, right? And then I copy it. So Control C is for copy, or you can right click when you highlight it
Mm.
and click on
Copy.
copy. But you see, here's the shortcut right here for copy. Control C. And that's what I use. Okay, so I'm trying to go slow. All right, this is my untitled document. Now I'm going to title it the title that's on my page. So I'll just paste that in there. All right, seed oils are bad for us. That's what the title is. Now over here in the content area, I'm gonna type the word title, and I'll put a colon and I'll hit enter. And then I want to type control, or I'll right click so you can see, but I'm going to point it out. Paste, the command for paste is Control V,
V.
okay?
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, I
next
use
to
that.
the V is next to the C on your
Yeah, I use that usually instead of paste.
okay, good. Me too. But I'm just trying to be thorough here.
Mhm.
All right, so now the next thing we're gonna need is the focus key phrase. So I'm just gonna type in the word key phrase. But on your WordPress, it shows focus key phrase. So this is the Yoast. You have two components to this, and this is Yoast, the check mark with the two green dots. And you can see here's my focus key phrase. So after I get my title, I'm creating the backup now. I'm gonna click in here, highlight this, and do Control C.
Focus
And
key
now
phrase.
I'll go back to the page that I'm creating, this seed oils, Control V. Now the next thing is I'm going to want the slug, which is the address for the page. They're generally, in this case, it is identical to the key phrase, but it's good information because if you ever do have to recreate this page from your backup, it will be very simple with the way you're being taught to save your work. You don't want to have to do all that work over again. And if a catastrophic thing happened, and it happened to us a couple of years ago, but I did backups. This was before Rory started teaching backups as part of his training. I did my backups as I did my website just because that's what you do, and I knew that, so I did it. So when I recreated my site, it was no big deal. But other people had to basically start over. And they've really locked down. Our traffic is gold, so the hackers are trying to hack in all the time, and they're
Oh,
good at it. So this is a protection. This is like buying insurance for your automobile. You don't want to use it, but you may have to. So that's the way it goes. So then go back to the edit page, and down at the bottom is where you'll see your slug. And I'm going to show you this. Your pages look just like this. At the bottom, you see this dialogue stuff down here. The focus key phrase appears again, and then it shows you the slug right here. It says slug. So it's basically the focus key phrase, but sometimes the slug is not exactly the same as the focus key phrase. In this case, it is. So I'll just Control C and this, and then I'll put this on there. All right. And then when I do recreate it, I won't wonder, well, was my focus key phrase the same or not? I'll look at it and I'll say, oh yeah. And then Google wanted to capitalize the beginning of the sentence. So that's why it did that, but I'll put small. It should be a lowercase. All right. So now we're going to do this. I'm going to type in the word meta. And just for, this is your meta description. I usually just put meta, but this is really what it is. And so you'll know, and I'm going to show you right now. Okay. And when I go back to edit page, I'm down at the bottom and it says right here, meta description. And that's in this box. And you want to modify these meta descriptions as you do this. So your focus key phrase needs to appear in your meta description. And here it is. Seed oils are bad for us. Okay, and that's my key phrase. All right, so whatever the key phrase is that on the page when you're modifying it, don't forget to come down here before you create your backup. You want to do all of the modification processes. Now I could do this backup in less than 2 minutes, but I'm going slow because I want you to understand. And if you have to rewatch this, it'll be able to clarify. So now I need to copy this.
Are you recording that?
I am recording this.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
And it's going to be just for you only. All right. So I'm gonna do Control A, and that selects everything. And the reason it selected everything, see, if I were out here and I did Control A, it'll select the whole page. It doesn't know what I'm trying to select. So when I'm inside this active block, you can tell this is the active block because it's got a blue line around it. And then I do Control A, it just selects that. So that's a shortcut for selecting. Instead, I could do it the other way. I could just start here and drag down here and then, drag all the way down and get it. Or, whatever. Control A will do it too, like that. Now Control C.
I never know that I can use Control A.
Well, just think of Control A as all. So
I
it
see.
stands for all. But it's all whatever you're in. Not if I want all, and I'll like I said, if I go down
You have to
here,
put.
I'll get
you put-
all. I'll get the whole
I see.
thing.
I see.
So you got to be inside something to
Inside.
use it.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter. I could blink here and do it, Control A, and it'll get it because it's all that's inside that blue box. So
Okay.
Control A stands for all.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to do Control C for copy and Control V for paste. V does it. I think they used the V key because it's right next to the C, be honest with you. But I don't know why V. Maybe in Latin or something it means paste. I don't know. But Control V is paste. So we go back here to our document. And if you notice the little icon here.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.
All right, bye. The little icon here is different. So that's how I know this is a document. This is the icon for a document. This is the icon for my website. So I can easily know, and I drug my tabs, so you can move these tabs around, but I put it over next to what I was doing, so I don't have to go, oh, which one was it? I can organize my tabs across here when I'm doing this. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I have it like this. All right, now I'm gonna paste in my meta description, Control V, and that's that. Now I put an extra space and I type in the word content, and I do the same thing. I type it, put a colon, and I hit enter. Now this is where people can kind of not understand what's going on. We're going to save the code. That's what WordPress is going to interpret for us.
Mm.
All of these words and the code for this page are going to be saved for us. So I'll show you how to do that. Over here, under where it says Howdy Leonida, mine says Howdy
Mm.
Gregory,
Mm.
3 dots. Click
Mm.
that. And then right down here, right now the check mark is next to Visual Editor, which is what we're
Mm.
using. We are going to click on Code Editor right here.
Mm.
And then it looks like this. Now we're not going to copy anything except in this box right here.
Mm.
And you see when I clicked in it, it outlined it. So
Mm.
now I can do Control A
Mm.
instead of dragging
Mm.
down through there. And I have everything for the whole page, the code and everything, and will be on my clipboard as soon as I copy it, all the way down to here. Okay, so as long as I'm inside this box, doesn't matter where, I can do
Mm.
Control
I
A,
see. Okay.
and then I can do Control C, and now I do this right here, Control V, and I have all of that code. All right. So
Mm.
don't forget, if you make modifications to a page you're already backed up, you're going to
Mm.
go here at the very end when you get it the way you want it. You'll
Mm.
go here to you'll open your page, your backup page, and then you'll start here and you'll just copy the new code and overwrite what's here by pasting it right on top of it. Does that make sense? So when you select it, whatever you paste, when you paste something over a selection, it goes over, it removes it. So you want to do that. But anyway, just remember that you want to keep your backup. When you finish your page, back it up. Even if you forget to back up a modification that you made, it'd be better than
Mm.
not having it to begin with. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
So once you get used to doing it, you'll just automatically do this backup as you do this. All right. So now my backup is complete and there's no save on Google Drive. All right. So you just close this and I'll show you. Now my page is going to be there. Oh, okay. So I'm going to show you that in a second. But down here, let's see, it starts with an S. So here it is. Seed oils are bad for us. See what I'm saying? Now, if I wanted to back it up, I just double click this open. And now I have this document that you and I just created together.
Mm.
And I can recreate it from this information. All right, so I can close that now, and I can actually close my drive. And I'm going to show you that I did this with you on another training.
So as soon as you have copied this from your drive, the drive is blank.
I
Remove.
closed the document. Okay, did that make sense?
Yeah, but you took that from the drive, right?
No, I created it on the drive.
Oh, you created it from the drive and then you move it to the
No, you
document.
don't move it. That you create it where you want it. You don't move it at all.
Oh, just leave it.
Two
Okay.
different things. So this is the web page that I just backed up. And right here, there's a button that says Exit Code Editor. Or you could click the 3 dots and go back to Visual Editor, but I usually just use this shortcut right here. And then it goes back to what I had when I was creating the page, and it looks like this. In edit mode is different than visual mode. And I didn't make any changes on this page, so I can leave the page and it'll be fine. All I did was copy what was there. And this is what the world sees without this line here of information because I'm logged into my website. So I'm also logged into your website here too. So what I wanted to show you is I don't have access to your drive because it's based on the email address, okay? And that's on the cloud, it's on the Google
Yeah.
service. But I remember we did this when you first got going, and I went over it and I showed you, I used my drive in my other Google account, which is this one. All right, so I open my drive and then I'll show you, I'll have a folder in here for 1S. Maybe I didn't do it. I thought I did. Oh no, these are recent. So what I need to do here is click on home, and then I want to see folders. 6H64. I guess I didn't. At any rate, the way you do it, I don't want to get mine. Yeah, see, I've been showing other people. These are different websites. So you'll open your drive. Let's say this is Leonida's Google Drive for her business email. And you saw how I did that, right? I
Yeah.
went to Google and then I clicked the 9 dots
Drive. Yeah.
and then I clicked on the triangle. And you
Mm.
can move these around if you want to put it here at the top and
Mm.
organize these as well.
Yeah,
So
you
these,
showed me that before.
okay, good. All right, now you just click on new and you create a new folder and you name it 1S. What is it? 54, right? 54.
Mm.
And then it's backup.
Mm.
Or whatever you want to name it. You can
Oh.
1S54 is fine as long as it's your thing. So you can label them whatever you want to call them makes sense to you. But this is
Yes.
how I would do it. 1S54. And then I would create that folder. All right. Now that I have this folder here, my drive. Okay, so here. 1S54. Oh, see, I did do it before. Leonida. I thought I did. I just didn't see it because of the way my view was. This is for the view over here. Outline and grid. Okay, so you can play around with your view as well. But anyway, when I clicked on it, it gave me this. And I knew I did it. So I did it once before, right here. This is Leonida. I put a comma around it. But today I created a new. If I would have named these two the exact same, the computer would have put a 1 after it because you can't have two things that are exact same name. But anyway, let me show you what we did. We opened this folder and see I created the first arts and entertainment folder, and so it's in there. This one now, if I go back and I open the other one that I just created and you watched me create, there's nothing in it. It's blank. This
Mm.
So you got to double click to get it to open. And see, it's nothing in here. So you're going to create new folder
New.
for every one of your categories. Every one of these labels will have a folder, just like I showed you on my backup. Okay. So that's how you're going to create your backup. And you're going to do that as you go. All right. Now, you're going to modify after you watch the backup. It's when you're going to start the modification process. Okay, so PBS setup, part 3, modifying, backing up your affiliate disclosure, your contact us, and your 2 homepage posts. So in this video, you're going to watch this video.
Now we're going to have some fun. We're going to go into the affiliate disclosure.
See, he's
contact us, the homepage
he's in the Google Drive right there. And he's showing you the backup folders that he has for every one of his categories.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're going to do the same thing. So just pay attention to what we're doing. So I'm going to go to affiliate disclosures. Again, this is like a big filing cabinet, right? So this is the filing cabinet. This is one of the drawers. I'm going to open this drawer because we're going to work inside this drawer today. Okay. We got the affiliate disclosures, the contact us page, and the homepage posts. And at the same time, we're also going to be doing the copywriting. Okay, so you're going to see me bounce back and forth to that, right? So right now we're going to focus here, and we're going to be doing 4 pages. So I'm going to go new, Google Docs.
Now, see, he does it differently than I just did it because he gets all his backup pages going at the same time because he knows he's going to need them.
Google Docs.
So it doesn't really matter. You can do it that way.
Google Docs.
Or you can do it the way it.
I like to set it up this way. And so I'll hit enter. I'm going to go keyword.
And that's so he can see.
Enter, slug.
This is a problem. His explanations are a little different than mine.
Control A to
copy. Yeah, it's all right. I'll get it.
So basically he's doing that so he can set up each page that he's going to back up all at one time.
For a backup page.
Okay. So he's doing 4 backups all in one shot.
I'm going to hit right click and open link in a new tab. And we're going to go right to that page. Now we're in this page here. Now that because we're logged in through our dashboard, I can hit edit.
It's true that I listened that before. I don't understand the thing.
Because we probably only have a couple things to change. This is the one page that you do not need to change the verbiage on. It's legalese. It's something that they require us to have. They're not gonna not give you Google AdSense because of this page. Okay, but I'm gonna come down here to attempt block recovery, and I'm gonna make this like a size 155. Right down here on the bottom on the where it says width, I make it 155. And it's just part.
Yeah, he needs to redo
does
this
that,
training
so I
because
come
some
down
of
here,
this stuff is
155.
that right there, that width and height.
Click on
They took that away. That's not there any longer.
Oh,
So there's updates to WordPress all the time.
click on these.
Anyway, we're going to be doing a new training videos here, you know, pretty soon. And I just showed you all this stuff here. All right.
okay.
So this
Yeah.
is Rory doing, showing you how to do a backup. Now, let me skip ahead on this video a little bit
Okay.
and just see if I can figure out where he's going to start showing how to do the modifying. This is at the 15
So
minute.
again, I'm gonna highlight those three. Click on that and put list.
Okay, so he's showing you he's modifying the content now. So
to get in contact with us, I want it there. And then I just gotta customize these right here, right?
see, you know, this is one thing that one of these days when I have Rory's here, I'm going to say, Rory, you show people how to do it, but you don't tell them exactly why or how, you know, you show them what you do, but you don't exactly explain how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that is an issue. Yeah, this is how you do it, but you know, bottom line is I'm going to go into that now. So you watch this video in
Yeah,
conjunction.
yeah, that's because you showed that to me before how to modify, but I forgot.
I know, and
forgot
that's
how
the
you
problem
did
with
it.
not doing this daily,
Yeah,
Leonida.
because I forgot how you did it.
I know, I hate to say it, but it's like learning a musical instrument. If you
Yeah, yeah.
start out and practiced for a week every day, and then you set the instrument down for a month, you can't pick it up and know what you did already.
Yeah, because I tried before. Oh, what did I do? I
What did I
forgot.
do? I don't remember a thing. You know, that's just how it goes. So I'm starting over, trying to start fresh. You know, I mean, I'm making this recording because I wish I could spend this one-on-one time with everybody, but it's impossible. I just
Yeah.
can't. I can do it when we really need to, but getting you to the point where you're actually making progress is when I can answer your questions as they
Yeah.
come up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So what we did, now let me double check here. I'm pretty sure I got you. I thought we did the got you the links for the Bella Vita. You were asking me about links, and I need
Yeah.
to explain that to you. It's here. Let me look at my notes. See, I have 10 notes here. It's not that we didn't spend any time together here. I can tell you that. It's just getting going has been an issue. All right, so seems like I gave you, oh, well, I know where I would find it is right here under profile. And then, no. Yeah, custom fields here. No, I didn't. We never got you a Velavita user link.
No.
So that's good because you're not ready to jump ahead to those pages anyway.
No.
Velavita is the first anchor offer. Yeah, I would put it here if I had it. And so since I did, and I would also include it in my notes somewhere along the line that I got you your link. So let me just speed read this real quick and make sure. You got a WhatsApp there. Here's your website right here where they created it. That's why I knew you had already been charged for another hosting. So that's good. September 9th. So until December 9th, your hosting is paid. So, you know, if you want to give up, I'll help you give up. Not a problem, but there's no sense in doing that now. I hate to see you just quit because that means for sure you're not going to get anywhere. This is not impossible to learn. It just might seem like it. It really isn't.
Yeah, it just takes time. That's
It
it.
takes time. You got to dedicate. You know, that's why Tanya teaches. So we haven't got you even a free affiliate link for, I guess it was a different student that I'm thinking about. So we can, you know, when you watch the Velavita offer, because that's part of session 1. So, we don't need to worry about that. If you want to get going, we can get you a free affiliate link and you can continue modifying your website and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to do the modifying first.
Right, and learn
That
how to
is the
do
point.
this.
That,
So,
yeah, it's
but
difficult.
you need to understand links. And then
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you do upgrade to become a member, then your links will all be good. That's why it's like that. So we get you a free one and teach you links. And then when you're ready to get to the next level and get members, sign up as a member, all you have to do is pay the money that you didn't pay when you first got going, and
Mm.
you'll be good to go. You don't just pay money, you get product for the money that you pay. So, but you have to buy product to stay in the program. That's how that's set up. I get in fact, I think I'll take one right now. These brains, I don't know, you've been on enough training to hear about the did I use them already? I had some in my drawer here. Oh, here it is. The brain is a really great part. Uh,
Yeah, I think I was there, but I was like floating. I don't understand.
yeah, you weren't. So I'm gonna thoroughly discuss what we need to do next, so you know what to do, and I don't have to be there, and it's going to be recorded. But right now, even though it's a recording, I'm going to stop my share here for a second. Oh, yeah, I can't really put that. And then I'm going to open my phone, my video, and I'm going to show this. This is the brain.
I had that.
I thought you did. You bought
I
one.
did that. Yeah, yeah. I bought that box, and the other one,
Yeah, okay,
the
so you
brain,
did.
and
Okay,
I
so
did.
then good. That's what I wanted to look. I didn't put it in where I should have put it, but I know I probably saved it over here because I keep this year in
I
Eastwood.
bought two items, the brain, and I don't know what the other one is.
Leonida, Gmail. Well, let me check. Okay, I know an easy way to do it. This is the problem. Video presentation for Anchor 1. Uh, so, well, I need to do, first of all, before I share my screen again, I have to take it so that it doesn't go to that. I'm not supposed to show that CRM on video. Okay, so we're working on all things cooking food. No, that's me. Okay, we're working here. All right, so now I can share my screen again. So did you enjoy that product? You're out of it by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, I finished it.
So
Just that it's expensive. So
yeah, unfortunately, supplements are expensive. They just are. This is cheaper than one of those Red Bulls that they sell at the liquor store to people.
uh,
And it doesn't have caffeine. So I'm gonna
oh my God. Just do that. Oh
hmm,
my God. I put it in a glass.
no chocolate sea salt. It's wonderful.
Oh,
I like the taste. You put it in the refrigerator, it tastes even better. I
oh,
changed my order to because you got to get 1 box a month to stay active
oh
once
yeah.
once you're
Oh,
in. Once you're in, but there's only 25 of those in a box, so there's 30 days in a month. So I
yeah, I
usually
know.
run out before I actually need my thing because
Does it
everything.
does what does it do to you? I mean, did you feel
I
these
don't really
changes?
feel anything. It just gives me better focus. It gives me a better
Oh,
mood. It gives me this computing thing. You got to have your brain working. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
And so
Okay.
that cognitive thing that's in there, you should go on the trainings and listen to the doctor and stuff, the expert about what the different because it's all natural. There's no chemicals. It's not
Yeah, I know.
pharmaceuticals. You know, it's all natural, and that's why it costs extra money because it takes time. You should see it. We went to the factory.
Mhm.
They have a 150,000 square foot building that's one
Oh,
giant
wow.
clean room. Even where they bring the product in is separated. It's all where they manufactured is inside clean rooms that are inside clean.
Where is that? What country is
It's
that?
in McKinney, Texas. It's
Oh,
outside of Dallas. It's
oh,
called
it's in Texas?
Yeah, it's called Liqueur Labs. Liqueur. And they make other supplements there for different companies. but that's where these products are made. Okay, so
Texas.
Velavita is the only one that they have this proprietary system going. So, but you know, that's what it is what it is. You know, people say, oh, well, it's network marketing, and it is network marketing. You can't change the spots on a leopard. And the way you make money in this program is by helping other people see the value and get going, you know, and it's
Yeah,
just the way
yeah.
it is. But first things first, you got to learn how to do the PBS, because that's everything we do revolves around that. I'm not saying you can't make money off of your PBS. That's one of the reasons we want to get Google AdSense. So you are making some money off of your PBS, whether somebody buys something or not from it. Does that make sense?
Mm.
So, you know,
Oh, you don't forget to show me again how to do. This is what I do when I'm in Modify. I type it first. I do it somewhere because it's in my it's in my cell phone, or I put it in Word, and then
I think I mentioned
transfer it
that
there.
you could do that. That's
So
exactly what
I
I
mean,
did.
how do you do it? You erase the first one and then put it there? I can't remember what you did.
Okay, well, there's 3 different ways to do that. That's a
Uh,
kind of a problem. So
yeah.
sometimes you'll see Rory adding a new block. So let's
Uh-huh.
go back to that in just a second. We're still recording this. I don't want to make the recording so long you can't find the information you're
Oh,
looking for it. But that's okay. We're doing this today. We're dedicated on this. In fact, I told my other student, Celia, that I had you, and that's until I'm done with you. She's gonna have to wait. So what I want to do here is let's see. Got to go back to screen share. Oh, I was going to turn off my camera. Okay, now I'm going to show my screen again. Okay, so we're back here in master step 1.
master step one.
And that's where the videos are for the 2 things. The backup and modifying the affiliate disclosures to contact us in the 2 home posts. All right, and so that's what you're going to do. I'm just going to show you your home posts. So click on home, and these are the 2 home posts. All right, so remember, I just said it. There's more than one way to do the same thing. So watch carefully what I do here. I'm
Okay.
logged into your website. I know that
Okay.
because it
Yeah.
says Howdy Leonida, and
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
bar appears across here. So this is the user view. You don't modify it in the user view. You have to go to the edit mode. All right, so in order to get there, a shortcut is here. I'm going to show you all 3 ways to get to this edit mode here. All right, so I click on, we're down at the bottom of the first post where I'm
That
trying to
edit?
modify. Edit this, and
Oh,
it takes
edit.
me to a screen that looks like this. All right, so this is edit mode for the very first post.
Okay.
All right, and here it is, the focus key phrase. Remember, there's check mark, 2 green dots is Yoast. That's what keeps us on track for the SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And when one of these 2 green dots turns, and they're here, it actually gives you a little view of it here. So if one of these turns orange, then that's when you need to stop and figure it out.
It's you when you click the Yoast, this is show up.
It shows you this sidebar.
I see.
So this sidebar has 2 components to it as well. So Yoast has 2 components, SEO, and you click it open and it'll talk about the recommendations, or it'll show you that what's good. And then you close the SEO, and if the readability turns orange, then you click it and it'll tell you, oh, look, you have too much passive voice. All right, so on this, the passive voice, you can click the eyeball and it'll show you. This is a place where great new and old things are made available for you. Okay, so made available is past tense. So watch this. I take out the word made, and it'll take that purple off of there because it's not past tense.
Oh,
So when it says
are
passive
available.
voice, just realize you're talking in past tense.
Oh,
So right here, it's impressed.
great new and old things are available for you. Okay.
Additionally,
Oh.
we are going to show you so much awesomeness that you will certainly be impressed. So I'll change this and I'll rewrite it and I'll say, whoops. So now the purple's gone off of that. See how I did that? You'll, and remember, this is your blog. You can say it any way you want. It's not an English examination. You know what I'm saying? You just say it in your own words, what you want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get worried about whether it sounds correct or not, because you're gonna see now it's green, but it says passive voice 18%. So I thought they only want it's still red, so I could fix another one. So we will be covering several different areas of interest, and some unique ones will be added in the days to come. So I will say, and some unique ones we will be adding. Whoops.
Adding.
In the days ahead or in the days to come if I were rewriting. Anyway, you see, it got rid of that purple. Now don't forget to turn the purple off when you're done with it.
What is the purple? It turns
it's
purple when
highlighting
it's...
what's wrong.
Oh, I see. How did you because you edited it. When you
Yeah,
press
I took the
it,
purple away by editing it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
ah,
So this eyeball, see when I turn it off, and that was under, by clicking on this down arrow, but it's already green overall. So we don't really need to worry about fixing everything. Oh, this is where we left off right here, because that's my marker. Yeah, that's my marker. So when I
yeah.
click in there, I could move it down and I can move it down again. So as you go down the page and make the modifications, you just move this marker and it was up there.
Oh, I said that's where it is.
That's where I left the marker. Okay, so this is the marker. We went all the way through here and I didn't do the readability because it wasn't orange, but let's do some more. So when you see readability as a problem, because that's what we're doing, we're learning here, we click on passive voice and then we rewrite our own words, you know? So, oh, look, I did it wrong.
Remove,
You will be
highlight.
surprised to find items here that you never knew existed. So you could say something like, uh, surprising.
Oh, wow.
See, now I took the purple out. I rewrote the whole sentence. So surprisingly enough, you will find new things that most likely you haven't come across before. So there you go. It's a new sentence and it's not purple. You see how I fixed it? So this one is going to have an ED in it somewhere too. And you're allowed a certain amount of it. See, now it turned from red to orange. I think it has to be below 10%. So we're only at 13.5%. So
What is orange? I mean, what is orange?
this right here.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It means it's not perfect.
It's not
So if it
perfect.
were green, that means, see right here, there's enough variety in your sentences. Great job. Or that's great.
I see.
See, that's why you have to do this, so you'll discover what all this is talking
Yeah.
about. And when you don't understand something, you'll ask me the question and I can explain to you. But if you're not doing anything, you're never going to get to the point where you're asking the questions. It's just,
Yeah.
I could
I
show
mean,
you that, I could show
how
you this
did
over and over and it'll never do any good. It's just a waste of
how did that come up? I mean, the lavender. I mean, the
The lavender.
The lavender.
The
How did it
eyeball.
come up? How
Remember
did you
the
do?
eyeball.
Oh, that's what you press that and then it comes out.
The eyeball is to view the problem that they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so when you click the eyeball, it highlights it for you. The computer.
I see. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay.
Okay, so countless innovative ideas, products, and creations are brought. So brought is the past tense to market.
So you
But
keep
due
on
to the sheer
changing until
volume
it becomes
and
green.
rapid pace of new developments, many of these items may go unnoticed or overlooked. So many of these items any of these gems we may never know about. Okay, so basically, oh no, I didn't like it, and it's because it's I think it's many of these gems we may never uh, we may never we may never. How about I'll just put experience. It's not going to fix it because I have that brought. We may never experience, so that takes care of the two EDs. Many products and creations are see, the brought is past tense. So products and creations are coming to market, but due to the sheer volume and rapid pace and of new developments, many of these gems we may never experience. So that's fine. It says something, and I need to save this. So you see, now we're still at 10.8. So I probably need to get one more of those purples gone. But I've only gone down to here because here's my marker. So above this, on your first post, you're already modified, okay? So you don't need to rewrite these words here. You just need to pick up here and start moving down the page. All right, so from here forth.
Oh, well, wait. Well, how did you get this bar? Where were you? The bar.
This.
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
Okay, this is whatever's active. This jumps around. So right now, this is the block. Okay, so WordPress is built in blocks, and you only need to think about 3 different types of blocks: a paragraph block, a heading block, and an image block. Those are the only 3 blocks you need. And when you come across the video, it'll just have a bunch of code in there like we did when we did the whole code. It'll look like that. So that'll be a video. And there's a button there that'll say preview if you want to see what it is. But anyway, 3 blocks that you're worried about. Paragraph, that's this. See how this jumps around?
Yeah.
Because this is active. We call this active. Wherever the blinking cursor is, or like in the case of an image, you click it and it puts the blue line. Wherever you see the blue line, that's what's active. Okay, the only one that doesn't have a blue line is the title. All right, but after that, and this little menu pertains to whatever type of block it is. So this shows you that this symbol shows you this is a paragraph. When I hover over it, it shows you it's this paragraph. Now, when I go down here, because I was getting ready to modify this heading, watch, that menu is going to jump down here, and it's going to have this symbol for heading.
Okay.
And when I hover over it, it shows this. So get connected to our email notification system. So I'll modify this right here. Second step. I'm going to actually do more than that. I'm going to type it in this way. So ED, remember, it's past tense. So I'll say
connect with us.
Us. See, and it took the purple away. Connect with us through. I need the word through. Our email system. Now I'm ready to move my marker. Now, this is just not going to make any difference if somebody sees this marker here. It doesn't mean anything to them because they don't know what it's for. But I'm going to put this, move this down below that heading because that's where last thing I modified. All right. So we got another. Now this here, or by going to our email notification and registration form here. Now you don't have that. That's part of the vortex. So I am going to do is I'm going to just break the link by clicking this electricity right here, a link with electricity through it. And that's going to remove Rory's link off of here. Okay, so now it doesn't have that link, but it also doesn't make sense. Or by going to our email, so I'm going to say, or by yeah, it's not bolding it. So it doesn't really need to be in bold anyway. All right, so I'll just say this, or by bookmarking and by returning often. So, and you know what? I don't care if I say the same thing twice. I really don't. Okay. So, I mean, if I said it earlier, I'll say it again. It doesn't hurt anything. So this is done by completing the form to the right. Okay. This is done. See, that's what's problem. This is done. So you say this, but we don't have the form.
Complete the form. You will do this by completing the well, so not past tense.
I'm going to take out the by completing the form. So the reason I'm doing that, because you don't have the form, and you're not going to have that until you can get the vortex. Okay, so unfortunately, business spend money to make money. I can't change it. It's $59.95 every month for the vortex system. All right. So your information will not be used for anything but timely communications. And so you could write something. I'm trying to get past this next paragraph here so that I can move the marker down below this and then I'll stop. So this one, oh, you were asking me, so you can do it the way I'm doing it. You can just go down through it and edit it as you go.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like yesterday, I had done it all on this I had created that whole page that I showed you that we backed up earlier. I had created it over here. This is a backup for me. I could recreate that page that I did yesterday based on all the work that I did is already done. And all I really showed them was how to put it together and make a web page out of all this typing. You see what I'm saying? So these are my headings. So you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. You could do Control A. Like let's say you modified this whole paragraph. And then you could just copy a new one and paste it over top, or you could add a new block.
What do you do? You erase the
No,
original
I
and then
created it from scratch, so I had to add the blocks as I went down the page.
oh.
Yeah,
And then what do you do? Because you created it from scratch. What do you do with the original? The original, like if I go to Rory's page, what do I do with Rory's page? Because I created a new one.
well, I think
I
you're
modify.
misunderstanding. What I'm trying to say is the page that I created yesterday, Rory doesn't have. So I basically made a page out of the ether, out of thin air.
Okay.
You see
And
what I'm
then,
saying? So
uh,
yeah, I'm not modifying something that Rory has.
mm,
I'm making a new page on my website. And that's what that video covers yesterday that I
So
did.
what do I do if if I do, I make something from scratch, and then what do I do what do I do with Rory's,
You don't do anything. So I can kind of get what you're confused about. There's a difference between original or new content
Mhm.
and what was there to begin with.
Oh,
Okay. So all you have to do is modify. You don't need to worry about starting something
from
fresh
scratch.
and
Okay.
making it. All you have to do
Okay.
is change what you have to your own words. That's all you have to do right now.
So,
Okay.
so that, yeah, but how do I do it? I mean, okay, edit, right? Do I erase it?
You can, well, there's more than one way to do it. You could do it what I'm doing right here, right? So I'm just kind of going along and doing it, or bookmarking our website and returning often. This is for our for this is for our use to communicate with you only. Your information will not be used anything communications and benefits and awesome finds. And here on this, all this gobbledygook, it doesn't, none of it makes sense to me. No wonder Yoast doesn't like this sentence. But if you notice here, I must be past the 10% level because now my passive voice is not orange anymore, it's green. But even though this one's still highlighted, that's a Rory sentence right there.
Mm-hmm.
So here's something, a way you could do it. Okay. And I think this is what you were doing when you stopped doing this.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, you get to pick how you want to do it, not me. I don't know. I can show you 5 different ways to do the same thing, but you got to pick a way and do it that way. You know what I mean? If you want to just go through here and edit as you move down, then you could do it sentence by sentence the way I'm doing it. Like
And then erase the,
and
well,
then
how do
erase it. Or you could literally do this, which is oftentimes I show people how to do this way. So this is my active block. I can turn this off now, right? And then I can click on these 3 dots. This is the active block. Don't forget, right? This menu here jumps around based on whatever is active. Or in other words, wherever I've clicked, this menu is going to be for that click.
Mhm.
And so this now on these 3 dots right here, and then I could click on add after. Now I have a new paragraph block. Oh, I
Mm.
clicked on add before, but it doesn't matter. I can move these blocks around. All I got to do, I have a new paragraph block, and or I
Let-
can use my undo button right here and take that out and start
mm,
over. This time I'll click on add after. This is the way I like to do it. And then it puts a new block here. So I could read his words and
mhm.
start typing in my words, blah, blah,
And
blah,
then,
blah, blah, blah,
and
blah.
then you erase
And
this.
then I click in his block
Uh-huh.
right here
Uh-huh.
and make sure this is the active block. And then at the
Uh-huh.
bottom of this list, I can click on, well, my Zoom thing is covering it. Right here is delete.
Oh, that's what that's what I mean. I mean, what do you
Well, that's what I
do?
say. We went over this before. You
Okay,
just didn't keep
you delete it.
you didn't keep doing it. That's the problem. Now you're basically starting over. All right. So I do want to finish this one. So remember, this is your back button. And so I'll go back again because I don't really want this block here. So these are the type of things you'll discover by doing. I can't show you everything and have it stick in your brain. I just can't. There's too much. But once you try and figure it out, you'll figure out what works for you. Now you could do this. You could say, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. This is the paragraph under step 2. All right, that's where we are working right here. So I go to 1F16, and on his home page, whoops, that's not it. Different. Okay, we go to 1F16, and on his first post under step 2, and so it's this paragraph right here. And I can copy his paragraph. All right, now I can open a Word document. You said, do you have Word?
Mhm. And then,
And then I just create a blank document, and paste it on there. Now I want to
Oh,
paste it. I want to paste,
under
I want to paste it without formatting. So I'll paste special
at the top, at the
and
top of it.
unformatted text. Okay. So I'm going to paste it like that so I don't get a bunch of Word likes to. That's why I use Notepad, because it doesn't change anything. Word will change your stuff, because they're trying to make it right based on,
Mhm,
it's a Word document. They're trying to give you suggestions. But we
mhm,
want to start with this. Now, this is Rory's paragraph, right?
mhm,
So I already modified your paragraph. So let's close Rory's site so we don't get confused
mhm,
and come back here. I already modified your paragraph down to, well, it was where the eyeball picked up. So
mhm.
right here. So if I hold my shift key and click, I'll get what I want. So I don't have to start over modifying this. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to my Word document. Like I said, there's way more than one way to do any of this stuff, but you just got to figure out what works for you. Now I'll paste that on there. And if I really want, what it's kind of small text, so I'll just say, you know what, I am going to be typing my text in a larger font, so I'll know the difference between mine and his, because I use the big and his is the little. All right, so now I can start reading where I left off here, and so it says, your information will not be used for anything but timely communications about benefits and awesomeness. So I'm not going to say that because we don't have the form on your website that we talked about earlier. So I could
Mhm.
say something like, no, I don't want to say invited. So basically, it's the word count that I'm more interested than anything. See, now Word is telling me they don't like the way I said this. Too bad, Word. I don't care. That's why I don't use Word. I use Notepad. That I won't get those recommendations. All they'll do is show when I misspelled a word. So I use Notepad. It's part of your system. You could do exactly what I did on Word. The only reason I like Word is because it gives me and this is the way I started. And I think I showed you this before, but if you right click on a word like awesome, then you can see here, it'll have the synonyms right here. And so you could say awesome, grand, breathtaking, splendid, tremendous. So, you do get that synonyms when you're on Word. but you can do it whatever way you want. So now I have about the same number of words that he has in his paragraph. I'm saying something completely different than what he's saying, but it's good enough. It's basically just like, filling it up, putting words there, because you got to have something. You got to put words there. So that's what you do. So you will only be getting awesome emails. So we could say something about that. I'm reading what he had here. I already read it. That's why I knew what to type. Online community. I included community here when I was typing. This is a closed community, I said. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't care. It's words. So benefits is a good. Awesome finds. I didn't really include those, but I might say it someplace else. So here's something that he does that I don't do. He has the word awesome right there, and then the next sentence he says awesome again. I wouldn't do it that way. I would say maybe incredible on one time and awesome the next time, or something like that. Or I would right click on here and say, you know what, this one here, I am going to change it to, well, I didn't. If you just click the word, you don't have to highlight it. You got to right click on it. Then it gives you the synonyms. So breathtaking. How about tremendous? I'll just use the word tremendous by getting our tremendous emails, but I don't want to change his thing anyway. So those are his words. So now I will just click here, copy this, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways you could do this. So I could click in his paragraph. This is the one we're working on. Control A. And remember, I clicked inside the paragraph first so that I have everything selected, and Control V. Now that paragraph is finished. All right. So I could also, let me undo that. If I were doing it the other way, it doesn't really matter. Let's say I clicked on here and I did insert after, and then I type, only I'm just going to paste it in there. This is my paragraph representing what I saw here in this paragraph. I can leave this on. It doesn't matter because I have to remember to click inside his paragraph, because this menu, and if I'm not sure, I hover over here and it'll show me any part in this section by the blue line that's outlining it where I am. Because I mean, let's say I did accidentally delete something I didn't want. I would just go here and click the back button and it would go back to what I had before I made the mistake. So, you just gotta have to learn this by doing it. There's no other way around it. Click in his paragraph, click the three dots, come down here to the bottom, click delete. And now I'm gonna move my marker, which it's active, right? Because I just made that, and you'll be coming back over and over again. So remember, I know that was my paragraph because I actually have a copy of it right here. Remember when I did my Word document, you will be coming back over and over again. His used to say, this is done by completing the form. So I know darn well we changed it, right? So then I just moved my marker down below that paragraph that I just finished, and I'm ready to save. Well, then and now when we go to your website,
Did you save it? Did
I
you
just
save it?
saved it. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Click save, the word here. Do you see? You didn't see me save it?
Yeah, I saw it. Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing. When you first click save, you can't click save too many times. It shows you a link down here to say view post. All right. But this in the black is always there. This will disappear in a minute. Okay. After you click save. But let's say you wanted to view post and that's gone. So you could always go here. Now, when you're doing your post, and this is going to be only you're going to do these two posts and then it won't be like this anymore. It just puts the search box on the left. But if you really want to see what people come to, but you click home, it looks like this. All right, so this is what we have. And now when you scroll down to where we left our marker, if somebody were reading all this and they came to this stars, they might say, wonder what that's about. But it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to hurt anything. It doesn't look bad or anything. It's just your information letting you know where you stopped working on this post. Okay, so this post is almost complete. You know, you got one more paragraph or one heading here, the third step. So, you know, you could do it that way. You could copy this, right? Control C, and then go to your Word document and make sure you get separated from what you already have. I was saving these documents. That's why I was able to recreate my website, because since I did this on Word and saved it all, then when I had that attack, I had all these Word documents saved, and every page I had a Word document for, and that was a backup. I didn't have to retype everything. You know, that's the time consuming part, is the typing and thinking of what to say. Right. So if you're lost for that, just pretend like you're talking to your sister and say it like that. You know what I mean? All right. So I do want to paste special because I don't want to get that formatting. So paste special and unformatted text right here. And then I click OK. But see, it kept the same font size as I changed the font up here. So I could do it. I can put it back to what it was earlier. And then when I start typing, I'll put it back to 11. And then now I'll do this. I'll hit enter. And so now I'll change this back to 14 because I want to be knowing that these are my words. So now, and you know, you could use red, you could color it and color code it and do it that way, or whatever works for you. You know, doesn't matter. I mean, I think what I was doing is when I started, I know what I was doing. I would just put like this. Okay, so I would say RW, and that meant rewrite. So this is what I'm rewriting it into. All right, so this right here is going to be rewritten into this, and then as I go down the page, but you have to kind of keep track of what you're doing, or else you lose what you're doing. So then I could say something like step 3. Contact us to gain access to your online community's vast programs to better the lives of our community members. So that sounds stupid to me anyway. So how can I say it better? I'd say something like, and I know I just said this, but oh well, say it again. And I want to say informed. Oh, kept is not good either.
You don't like the past tense, right?
I do what?
You just don't like the past tense.
I don't like the past tense because I know that's a problem. And that's because of skill. I've been doing this for 5 years. I used to write like everybody else does and make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So now it's automatic. You know, like when I type, I don't think, oh, here's the A and here's the Z. My fingers already know where they are. I just think what I want and it goes there. You know what I'm saying? And that's from practice. There's no way to other slice it. You do it over and over enough, it's just like playing a musical instrument. That's why I always use that analogy. You know, you get muscle memory, and your brain has muscle memory too. So step 3, be sure to reach out through our contact us page, web page, to be up to date. And then
Up to date.
Become
Up to date.
become
To be
a community
update, to be up to date.
member.
Become a member.
Okay, and so now I know that now I'm going to change the heading. Okay, now I'm going to be able to move my marker below this heading. So I'm going to copy this. I'm not saving this Word document, by the way, but that's okay because I don't need it. And I need to be in the edit mode, right? So I'm not in the edit mode, but here's my marker. I'm looking at what the world sees, not what I can change. But this is this is the text that I'm going to change right here with what's on my clipboard. I already copied it. Now I'm going to show you another way. Remember, I told you you can click here, edit this. That's the way I went here before. This time I'm going to start at your dashboard. All right. And from your dashboard right here, it looks like this. You could click right here, two posts at a glance. This is a shortcut. And it'll take you right here. And this is the heading of the first post. When I hover over this, it gives me this option. See, when I take my cursor away from that, it doesn't show it. But when I hover over this, it gives me this edit right here, right? So I can click on edit and I'll go back to where we were when we had edit this, when we clicked on edit this. See, two ways to do the exact same thing. So another way I could have done it is go here to posts, right? And click on all posts right here. And then hover over this and click on edit. And it'll take me back to this three ways. I just showed you three ways to get to here to where you can edit this first post. Everything you can find from your dashboard. But you got to, but you're going to have to understand how that works. So posts and pages, you only have the two posts on your whole website. And then after that, you're going to go to pages. And if you remember back when I clicked on dashboard here, it had a shortcut to pages, all pages. That's here. So from dashboard, you get these two shortcuts. One goes to the two posts and one goes to the 76 pages that all have to be modified, plus these two posts. And then mine started out as 118, by the way. So it can be done. You just have to have patience and work at it. It'll go faster and faster. Once you understand how to do this and you wrap your mind around it instead of being overwhelmed, you'll get going and you'll get through it. I promise. I mean, I don't promise, but I'm hoping. Anyway, so pages, you hover over pages. Remember, there's a difference between posts and pages, and that's part of this dashboard thing. So pages, all pages. Click on all pages, and this is a list of all your pages. Okay, Leonie's page draft. I don't know, that's something I must have created for you. We were working on to make a new page or something. You probably don't need this at all. I'm just going to cause confusion. So let me just trash this. At any rate. So, I mean, I could still find it if I need to. I just go to the trash folder. See, there's one in there. Well, yeah, I don't want to confuse you. So anyway, from here is where you'll always see all of your pages, and that'll make sense to you later. But here's the all things. A's come before B's, right? So here's all things arts and entertainment. Long story short is, if you explore this dashboard, a lot of this will start making sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's all looks like Greek or something. So I wanted to work on your homepage and the first post, so I'll do it the easy way. Go to the item that I want to work on, which is in this case, it's this first post. And I don't get the edit post because I'm on your homepage, right? But I do have this edit post down here at the bottom, right here, edit this, and go back here to where we can edit this. And now I still have that on my clipboard, it was the heading here that we rewrote. So I click inside his heading and I can just do Control A and Control V. And then now I have it. Step 3, be sure to check it. Reach out through our Contact Us webpage to be up to date. Up to date, I think I want. Yeah, up to date. Become a community member. Okay, so that's my new heading. Now I could have done it a different way. Watch. I'll do this. I want to backspace until it goes back to what he had. I'm clicking the back arrow button. Now it's back to what our last save was. See, it's no longer a back. And I could have added a new paragraph, a new block right here by clicking this plus. This plus doesn't always show up. So this is another way to do the exact same thing we just went over. You could have clicked here and clicked in insert after and done it this way. Insert add after. Right? And now I have a new block here, but it's not the correct block. It's a paragraph block. So when I paste in what's on my clipboard, now I have a paragraph instead of a heading. Well, if you look, when you click inside Rory's, see, it's a heading 4. Here's a heading symbol, and here's a 4 for the size. Okay, so when I click inside mine, it's a paragraph. Here's the paragraph symbol, and there's no size to that other than over here in settings. You can change the size under settings right here. You could click medium, and it'll make it bigger or something like that. But what I'm trying to show you is I could also modify this from a paragraph block. I could transfer this to a heading block. So there's more, but now I, instead of copying it over, I have to, if I want his same color, does that make sense? If I want his same color, now I got to figure out what color I want. And I can do that by clicking in his heading and seeing, oh, he has the purple. And then I can do it this way and click on there and select the purple right here. And now my new heading is a new block. His is still showing and mine is new, same color. I'm satisfied. I like it. I click in the 3 dots and I go to the bottom and I delete. So I could have pasted it over and kept it that way, or I could have created it from scratch, which is what I did by adding a new block. Now I'm ready to save it. Well, no, I got to move my marker because it's actually modified down to this second, through the second heading. So now you literally only have one more paragraph on this page to modify, and it's this one. So, you know, I'll save it here and I'm going to stop our recording. I don't know, like I said, without you trying to do this, is no way for us to help you learn how to do it. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, I keep saying that. Sorry. I don't know. I feel bad because, you know, I wish you could get going, but this is like, it's just, I don't know how else to explain it. I really don't. It's tough. It's just changing words. The easiest way is probably just, because that way you don't have to worry about blocks or anything. If it's a paragraph block and you paste over new words over the old words, then you'll have the same block and it won't be,
I think I'll just do that. That's easier. That's
you know what I'm saying? Because that's the easiest way to do it. As far, and then you'll start learning as you do that. I don't know what I got going on here. Oh, see, and we have study halls. So, you know, when Christina, pretty sure I added you to this. Christina, she has her study hall today, and she's my instructor, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can, here's the link. Let me see if I have you in here. So Christina, members, and Leonida, HIJKL. Yeah, see, you're part of these groups. So this is Christina's group. You should see this on, oh, but you don't have WhatsApp on your computer. That's a problem. So you might want to download the WhatsApp onto your computer so you
yeah,
see,
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do
you'll
that.
see what I see. Doing
Yeah.
a lot from your phone is not a way to try and move forward in this program. You can use your phone later as far as posting ads and stuff, but right now you need to do what we're doing on your computer.
How do you do WhatsApp in the computer?
Well, you just want to open it on your computer. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send it. All right, I got an idea here. We can do this. I'll go to mine right here, and then I'll go to my group here, and I will go to my members, and then I'm going to come, I believe it's here, invite to group via link. All right, so I'm gonna click this, copy link. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to this email that I've created for you, and I'll say, click this. I'm going to put a space here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to send this, and then I'll send the video link later. Oops, I didn't spell click right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and send this. I'm gonna stop my recording and stop my share, and then I'm gonna watch. I'll have you share your screen, and I'll help you get the WhatsApp on your computer. Okay,
Okay.
and then we'll be done for today. So let me come back to my. I gotta get back to my. Let me just stop the recording right now.